All right, so I don't know if I said this before. Probably I did. However, I was having a session for this beautiful being. Do you know you all are so beautiful? And I get to experience that when you sit across the screen from me, because I don't know, I get to experience a part of you. Every session that I have, it's an exchange, yeah? I give something, yes, but my guides are here who are pushing the energy back and forth. It's not this, oh, I'm coming to get something. I receive a lot from you. So this beautiful being who's going through this most exciting earth journey, you know what exciting means. From one roadblock to another, it's like an obstacle course. However, what I loved is that my guides came through, her guides came through, and showed her what she missed between the cracks. Okay, this atrocity that happened. You missed this between the cracks, you know, this unfolding that was happening. But you know what they said? Well, I'm stealing it. I'm not going to copyright it, but I'm stealing it and I'm sharing it with you. Most times when things happen in your life, it simply feels as if everything is going to end. Understand, in order for you to learn, you have to lose everything. To understand that you need nothing. To know that you already are everything. And when they said that, I started to bawl, because it actually was talking to me also, and it's talking to you. Because we depend so much on the identity construct and everything that's around it. Oh gosh, I want to be like this, the best that. And we miss many times the things that really matter, you know? The smile of your kid in the morning when you're so busy trying to get to work. Listen to me, get in the car, I'm late. And you should just simply pause for a moment and say, you know what? Let's get a hug, huh? And start the morning really positively, giving gratitude for everything you have. Because you know what? What's time going to do to you anyway if you miss the blessings and all the abundance that you already have while you're out there trying to start the morning like 1,000 miles a second, not realize all the blessings and the abundance that you do have? When we live like this without, acknowledging the abundance that we have around us, universe has a pretty unique way of dragging the rug off our feet. Well, not off, from under our feet. And just most times we don't land exactly on our tush, Most times we land on our head, on our side. Man, it's painful. And sometimes a lot of us, especially the successful ones, well, you identify yourself as successful. And you find out that the family structure is falling, the wife is divorcing, the kids are absolutely absurd, they have no idea what to do because all you've done is build this wealth and build this identity and follow into the constructs of that. And what my guide said that was beautiful, and I want you to hear this. When you are so attached to only the ownership and attainment of money, just money, which is energy, you allow yourself no longer to be the master or have this equal relationship of exchange with money. What you do instead is allow money to build for you this beautiful prison, this big house, and the identity, and everybody revering you and holding their yes sir, yes ma'am, and giving respect and say, you know who that is? And you also saying, do you know who I am? And you live into this construct. And what it does, because all you're now focusing on is, I need to get this, more of this, because I need to contain this lifestyle and I need to contain this identity, that the abundance that you came in this earth with slowly starts to part ways with you. And when that happens, the energy of money is rather ticklish. It's rather heavy. It's not fun without having people who have a container of unconditional love for you around you. And then you find out you've built a wall so high in this big castle and whatever you have that you always revered, and you're looking on the outside and said, oh my gosh, I built for myself a prison with money, and now money controls me. I can't even get out. The family already say I'm obnoxious, and the neighbors and the this, because all I've been is unkind to myself so much. Because you are unkind to yourself if you forget that you have abundance around you. All you want to be is greedy and obnoxious and unkind and mischievous and atrocious. These are all your choices, It's not anyone else's. No matter what kind of life you had, once you overcame something atrocious in your life, everything else from that moment is your choice. Do I own these things that happened to me and keep withholding love from myself and the rest of the world and my family and everyone I meet? Or do I now choose, because I overcame, to expand the light within me? Because I did not come to this planet to simply be a nutbutt, just be so angry and tasteless and hard to love. No, I choose to give love to myself so much that my children and my family, while I build this wealth, understanding that I am already abundant, then you know what happens? You're not chasing money anymore. The energy just simply reciprocates. Wow. He's not only focused on me, he's focused on abundance, which is the sunlight that permeates your skin in the morning. The wind that simply bars upon you to say, hey, we've got you. The child in the crib who you're walking past on the street that just says, the person who's walking down the street who simply smiles. You have no idea who they are. You start to receive kindness, and you are now entertaining the right conversations that's true to your heart, and you start making choices that really allows your body and the cells within you to remain balanced, and you start simply receiving abundance and gifts and kind words, and your family is just nurturing, and you allow yourself to be nurtured because you understand you already are abundance. I had to say this because right now my guides are telling me to press record. I'm like, what am I going to talk about? They say, talk about what we taught you about abundance. And start with that one thing that you love so much, because I wrote it down. When we live our lives so selfishly, not thinking about anyone else and just be tunnel vision to something else, a lot of times the universe, our guides, creator, God, whoever name you want to call, the powers that word that wants to help us to remain aligned, what they do or what it does or what life does is not kick you in the tush. It kind of shakes you up sometimes to wake you up to say, you know, what really matters in your life? Do you want to live the entirety of this human experience in this physical body with people just simply not feeling their full-hearted self around you, while you're asking people to settle because you chose to settle yourself by chasing one thing? And with that I breathe, because this should have been a 1-minute video, but I want you to really get it. The aspect of this life, as we have chosen incarnations over carnations to relive this cycle over and over again. This is not the first rodeo Earth has seen. We are not the first beings Earth have seen. And they've always done the same thing, living on cycle over and over again, making the same karmic choices over and over again, being greedy, killing, should I say, can I say that on here? Hurting people and withholding love from themselves, and just bringing other innocent beings into their pathway by being the predator and being the this and being the meanie and being the politician who's not fair and being the tutor who's abusing the power of children and being all these, you know, the list. List them for me. There's so many. And while you do this on this earth, it's not the first time it's seen it. However, for once in our carnation, can we simply choose to try to make the earth better than we came here to see it? Why do we have to continue in the same ancestral rats? Oh my gosh, I have to struggle, and when I struggle I'm so angry and I can't take it, and I hate them and I hate them and I don't like this. And breathe already, will ya? Breathe and live before the universe decides to pull everything from under you. So you will have to find yourself in a situation where you lose everything to then understand you need nothing to know. I did not say believe. Know without a reasonable doubt when you hit that rock bottom, losing everything you always revered that really matters not to your soul and your heart. And at that point then you realize, wow, I already am everything. I did not come here lacking of anything. There's no soul that's wasted on this planet. There's no scene either that's not worthy. It's all a setup to kind of redirect us to say, you know what, from this moment forward in your life, all of you who's listening to this right now, everything that happens to you, every thought, everything you utter from your mouth, everything you experience is simply a choice for you. How do I react to the anger that's been portrayed to me now through this person that I love so much, that's right here in my household? This must be a test of God, a test of universe, or whatever modality you talk to. This has to be a test, because if I respond in this way or react in this way, it's definitely going to allow me not to choose love for myself. So you know what? Breathe. Don't fall into the trap. Oh, so society is telling me that I'm not worthy, that I do not fit in. Well, you know what? If I continue to be angry at society and the neighbor and this culture and that religion and that thing, man, if I fight this fire with fire, you know what? It's really going to take me outside of me choosing love for myself, because I won't feel holy and peaceful in my heart if I do. You know what? Whatever. Your opinion matters not to me. And this goes from the bottom feeder all the way up to the top. If y'all start thinking this way, then you'll understand that you don't need to have the rug dragged from under your feet. And when that happens, you don't know where you'll land. Some gets an NDE, some gets an OBE, some have somebody in their family that they love so much, just tragically and when that happens, it's not because of the person, it's simply you being in a situation where you observe a really drastic wake-up call. Just ask yourself this question: is this really what life is about? Think about it. Think about the life you're living now and the choices that you're making. If you are giving love to yourself, if the thoughts that you're having, if the words that you're saying about the person next door, you're not saying it loud, but does it really allow your heart to feel fulfilled? Or does it let you, fester in anger and bitterness and more and more and more? And it's not good for your heart. And eventually the cells in your body will just gonna, it's not feeding me with anything with light. It's always anger and bitterness. I can't be bothered. I need to get out. How do I get out? Because every day this individual wakes up with the same anger and greed and this and that and maliciousness, and I don't know what to do with it. So it festers. Ulcers. Oh my gosh, something's happening here. The body is all of a sudden imbalanced, and it creates pockets of these viruses of thought and dark energy that you're placing within your being. What do you expect your body to do with it if all you do is give it darkness? And when it wants to get rid of it, it can't do it. Well, it's going to fester where you can now physically see it or feel it or experience it. Now, what are you going to do? Breathe. So before it gets there, you have a choice. Once you overcame whatever it is you overcame, and life is to live, not to sit and be pitiful and mean and unkind. Because when you go back to pure love, wherever pure love is, wherever your text told you, there is a pure love state where you're just energy, where you shed this physicality. When you get to watch yourself with the choices you made and the smiles you missed to give, and the times you could have simply paused and hugged yourself just because. And the times you could have been kind and feeling the energy that would come from it, and you chose not to. Well, yeah. When you get to that state, it's still okay, because it's your choice and your soul path. But if I can help a few of you just to have this different outlook on life, to understand it's not fighting against you, it's working through you. From whatever you focus on, everything that you expect that the world is so hard on you, you are hard on the world. So be kind to you. Start there. So tonight, promise yourself, look in that mirror, 30 seconds more. I told everybody that today because it's so important to me. 30 seconds more to smile at you. And see how your heart starts to simply radiate. Almost feels like magic within you. Something starts to unearth, like there's a connection. There was a disconnect within your body, and it starts to connect itself every time you smile a little bit more. Start there. Tell me how it goes. Have a good night. Love and light.